You're watching another True Villain commentary.
Alright everybody, it's True Villain, welcome back. And I'm not gonna lie, this feels like the first real piece of Modern Warfare 4 news we've gotten that actually matters. Not a fake leak, not some random account farming engagement, not somebody making up a release date out of thin air. I'm talking about actual movement, because right now two things are happening at once. First, the official Call of Duty account stepped in and said the next Call of Duty is not being developed for PS4. That is real, that is official. And second, CharlieIntel is saying Modern Warfare 4 pre-order info is starting to be added into the Call of Duty app, which is why people think the reveal could be coming soon. Now, let's be clear so nobody twists this. Activision still has not officially announced the title Modern Warfare 4. That part is still community language right now. But when you combine the pre-order chatter with the official PS4 clarification, it definitely feels like the next Infinity Ward rollout is starting to wake up. And honestly, that's why this is important. Because this is not some giant info dump. This is more like the first breadcrumb. That's the best way to put it. The kind of breadcrumb that tells you, okay, the machine is starting to move now. And the biggest headline out of all of it is obviously the old gen thing. The next Call of Duty not being developed for PS4 is a pretty big deal, because even Black Ops 7 is still officially listed on Xbox, Xbox PC, Battle.net, PlayStation, and Steam, with cross-gen editions still being sold through PlayStation and Xbox storefronts. So, if the next COD really is leaving PS4 behind, that means Activision is finally drawing a line and saying, alright, we're done dragging this thing across old hardware. And real talk, that needed to happen. Way overdue. Because even if you love Call of Duty, the franchise has spent way too long feeling like it's trying to modernize while still being chained to the past. So, if this next game is current gen and PC focused, that at least gives Infinity Ward fewer excuses if the game still ends up feeling held back. That doesn't guarantee MW4 is suddenly amazing. That doesn't fix SBMM. That doesn't fix bad map design. That doesn't fix the franchise identity problem. But it does remove one obvious limitation, and that matters. Now, the other part of this that I think people should pay attention to is the pre-order info showing up in the app. Again, that is not the same thing as Activision putting out a reveal trailer tomorrow morning. But if CharlieIntel is right and pre-order information is starting to get slotted into the back end of the COD app, then yeah, it will make total sense that the reveal is getting closer. Companies do not usually start touching that stuff unless they're getting ready to start the real marketing push. So if you ask me, this feels like the beginning of that yearly COD ramp up. Not the full rollout yet, not the full reveal yet, just the beginning. And I think that's why this story is worth talking about now, because it finally feels like we're not just floating in rumor season anymore. The official account has spoken. The app is apparently getting touched behind the scenes. The community is putting the pieces together. That's usually how this stuff starts. Now, one more thing that does need to be said here, because I know people are gonna ask, there is still no official news on when Call of Duty is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. And that part is still weird, because back in 2023, Microsoft President Brad Smith said Microsoft and Nintendo had signed a binding 10-year agreement to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo players, with the same day release as Xbox and full feature content parity. That was the public promise. But as of now, there still hasn't been an official announcement for a Switch 2 COD version. And if you look at the official Black Ops 7 site, Nintendo is not listed among the currently supported platforms. So that part is still sitting in limbo. Maybe it happens later. Maybe it's being worked on quietly. Maybe the first Switch 2 COD just isn't this game. But right now, there is still nothing official there. So overall, this is where I'm at with it. This is not some massive reveal week bombshell. This is not enough to tell us exactly what MW4 is going to be. But this is the first real sign that Activision is starting to move the official account, confirming no PS4 version matters. The pre-order info talk matters. The timing matters. And the next thing people are going to be waiting on is obvious. The title, the teaser, the logo, or some kind of official full reveal. Because once that drops, then we can really start judging what Infinity Ward is trying to sell us this year. Right now though, this is just the first real crack in the door. If you're still hyped for what everyone is calling MW4, let me know in the comments. And if you're new around here, subscribe, because once the real reveal hits, we're definitely talking about it. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.